All 32 NFL teams will hire a minority offensive assistant coach for the 2022 season, part of a series of policy enhancements announced Monday to address the league's ongoing diversity effort. The coach can be a female or a member of an ethnic or racial minority, according to the policy. This will be paid for from a league-wide fund. So it's basically just the NFL going, hey, everybody, we're going to give you money. Go hire a black guy, a woman, or how about an Asian guy?
Yeah.
How many Asian guys how many Indian guys do you think are going to get hired?
We need an Indian woman in an outfit.
Yeah.
On the sidelines of these games. Is it becoming like a dinner for schmucks situation?
It really is.
Where it's like everyone brings their like out of the box person.
This is my weirdo. Like, this is my one who doesn't fit in. Everybody be nice to Samantha.
Coach Tammy, and it's a trans person
Yeah.
who's just very mentally ill.
And so, I mean, I just want to point out that this is an institution, the NFL, engaging in racist hiring practices.
It's institutional racism.
So this would be an example. When everybody goes, oh, institutional racism, this is an example for us, for our side, the anti-white institutional racism. So,
no need to do it for the players.
Yeah, no white cornerbacks are getting hired right now, I'll tell you that much.
That'll be interesting when it bleeds into the game.
Yeah, every team needs one white corner on the roster. So yeah, here's Exhibit A of institutional racism, and it ain't helping the white guys.
Exactly. And it's also interesting, too, because a lot of the concerns with these groups and these like intentional hires, minority hires, a lot of times people will say like the person who gets hired, like, hey, do you feel like people at the office think you were only hired because you're a diversity hire or a minority or a person of color or whatever? And it's like, in this situation, how can you pretend it's not?
Yeah. There's no pretending.
They told them and said, you have to hire a person of color or a girl or a guy who thinks he's a girl.
So the NFL is removing all doubt from whether or not this person was hired by the color of their skin or their gender. And dude, I've seen coaches, right, who go coach at like a 7A or 5A, whatever, Texas, like powerhouse or something. They coach in Texas, they win some state championships, then they get to TCU or they go somewhere. They work their way up. And then eventually you get an NFL offensive coordinator job or something if you do a good enough job. Where are the women coming from? Where's the pipeline? Like, so you just start as an NFL assistant coordinator or something, and then everything's up from here. It's like the NFL is the end game where people end at.
That's a great point.
And there's no pipeline. It's not like she played on the LA Bruisers, the bikini league, and now she's fucking teaching a 350-pound man how to like hit with his hands and do this. It's like there's no translation. They're
going straight to the reward. Like the career, the hard work that you put into a career will get you to the NFL. Maybe it's the hardest career,
toughest path ever.
You have to be proven correct and proven to be great at every level.
And they'll fire you in a year and a half too,
even if you're great. And now it's just like, oh yeah, here's the reward that some people work really hard for. Here it is for you right now because you're dark.
Come on, Deb.
That's scary.
You're a lady.
But it's good. Let these institutions expose themselves and blow themselves out. And like we said before, get away from what they were built on. Mm-hmm. They were built on being the NFL, of the Football League of America, hardworking teams. Everyone's got their thing. And now it's just like a charity situation.
The charity handout league.
And you can't even hit anymore, and everything's a penalty. And if you trash talk, it's a penalty. And you can't celebrate. The whole thing is just like going south fast.
Didn't they have end racism on their helmets?
Yeah.
And now they're doing racism to hire people.
Yeah.
But it's good because everybody gets a job at the end of this one. It's good racism.
And that's the common theme we're seeing in this episode. It's like there's justifiable action. You're justified in doing bad things to people as long as the people that you're hurting are the oppressed.
And you get a good result.
Yeah.
That's in your mind.
So you can hurt people as long as you're lifting up the quote oppressed, and you can hurt people as long as you're going against the oppressors.